So guys, today back with another video on the channel. Today we're here for the player ratings between Newcastle United and Arsenal. The game ended 4-0 Arsenal, embarrassing. If you didn't watch the reaction to the game, I button at the top, make sure to go and watch it. We'll do the player ratings now. Simply not good enough in the second half, but that's my reaction on the game. We've got to do the player ratings now. So starting off with Martin Dubravka. Conceded 4. One of them was his fault. I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. He's in the first half he was quite good, to be honest. Made a couple of crucial saves and we did look good in the first half, but in the second half their goals, maybe Pepe's, Aubameyang's header, probably not, and the lack of that goal, definitely not. So 3 out of 10 for Martin Dubravka. We'll do the right wing back. Lazaro came in the first half. He looked solid. He really did. He looked confident going up top. He looked like he could cross the ball. He was taking corners, taking free kicks. But in the second half he crumbled. Absolutely crumbled. And I don't know what happened to him. I really don't know what happened. He was so good in the first half. But their second goal, right? I put it on my social media and whatnot when I was watching the game. If you get megged by a player, it is horrible, right? But you've just got to try and win that ball back. You really do. And he just stands. He didn't like move a little bit. He literally stands like static. Didn't move. For that reason alone, he gets a low mark. But I'm also going to give him a 3 out of 10, like Martin Dubravka. Centre halves now. We'll do. Fernandez was on the right, so we'll do Fernandez, and I thought Fernandez was one of our better players. Came off. I don't know if that was because it won't be because of an injury, because he sort of changed to a 4-3-3, and I think we do need to go to that most definitely. The 5 at the back isn't working. It really isn't. I'll get onto that in a second. But Fernandez, our best player in the first half, right? Definitely. Really working hard, really winning some great tackles, and then he came off in the second half. So for that reason, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Federico Fernandez. Who was the next one? Lascelles, the captain. Obviously he's going to take a bit of criticism being the captain, and yeah, again, not good enough for me. I didn't think in the first half he was particularly good. Yeah, I'm going to have to give him a 3 out of 10 like Dubravka and Lazaro. 3 out of 10 for Lascelles. Kieran Clark, I thought he was better than Lascelles. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. His performance, it's frustrating, like, to watch the defence in the second half, but he did limp off and it's not good. Kieran Clark has been our most consistent defender this season. 4 out of 10 for him. The Spurs man, Danny Rose, getting a lot of stick from the Arsenal fans, and first half he was decent, like everyone, second half he just crumbled. I didn't think he was terrible, but he wasn't the players where you could say he was average. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10, Danny Rose. Moving on to the midfield now, I'm going to go with Bentaleb, the more defensive midfielder. He was okay. In the first half he did stand out with a couple of decent passing, some nice touches there and there, but there was a couple of times where like he was holding the ball for too long and the pass was there. I don't understand why he can't just pass it. I don't understand why. Like, everyone can say it. And then Bentaleb, 4. Yeah, I give him a 4 as well. Yeah, 4. Sean Longstaff, I would have started Hayden personally. Did say about predicting team. Did say I wouldn't be surprised if Longstaff played. Longstaff in the first half was good. I'm literally saying this about every single player. The first half he was good, second half he was shit. Sean Longstaff, he didn't stand out at all. He had that free kick where it went straight over the bar. But I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10 as well. Didn't think he was too great, to be honest, Sean Longstaff, and he does need to improve his game. And for me, you don't play him against Crystal Palace, you play Shelby. I mean, if Shelby's fit, you play Shelby, which I don't know. Matty Longstaff for me. Matty Longstaff's the best brother out of them, and we need to sign his deal. We have to get Matty Longstaff playing, signed, delivered, and we can use him in the coming season. But at the state of the club at the minute and what's happening at the club, I can see most of the players who contract went out leave. So yeah, Schar, Longstaff, 4. The attackers will do Almiron. First half, decent, and he played all the second half, and he was very, very quiet in the second half. I'm going to give Almiron a 4 out of 10. Wasn't fantastic. Almiron in the first half, they would keep on fouling him because he was too fast for them. He was getting right up that pitch, and in the first half he was really, really good, and he did stand out. But what else can you do? A 4. Did I give him a 4 out of 10? Alain Saint-Maximin, and I said it in my reaction. He's too good for it. He's too good. He is too good for it. He needs to be at Champions League level, and he's not going to be that at Newcastle United. I can see him move. I think maybe he's like what Denver Bar had a fantastic first season, then left January the next. That could, because obviously second season syndrome with Steve Bruce. Next season it could be a horrible season, and we could see the likes of Saint-Maximin leave. His performance today was great. He was absolutely outstanding, man. I don't understand it, because I don't understand why he's chose us. That's what I'm not complaining, obviously, but I don't understand like how we got him. He's too good for us, simple as. On his performance today, 6. Obviously I can't give him like a 7, 8 because we lost 4-0. But he was given with something, and we're relying on him far too much, right? And that's never a good sign when you're relying on attacking player, just one of them. It is horrible to watch when you've just got one player. When Maximin's run up that left hand side, he's got no options. Hit the post in the second half as well. Maximin, give him a 6 out of 10. Yeah. Joelinton now. There was a couple of touches there and there which was shocking, but he did make a crucial block in the first half, where it was that corner and I think it flicked off Louise, and then someone had a shot and it was blocked by Joelinton. And I didn't think Joelinton was terrible, but when you get no service, and our form of position in our formation, it does not work Joelinton. When you go to a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1, I think when you go to a 4-2-3-1, we're lacking a player in that like number 10 role. Even if we've got Almiron in there, and then Almiron on the wide, and you've got someone like Muto there. Even a 4-4-2. For me, a 4-4-2 would work with our players, right? You'll have Joelinton and Andy Carroll up top, you say, right? If Andy Carroll's ever fit, or someone up top with him, right? And then you've got the 2 wide players in Almiron and Saint-Maximin who can work up and down the line. You've got your fullbacks, you've got your defenders, you've got your centre mids. I think the formation is an issue, and it has been all season. And there's from the season there has been a lot of time. I mean, not that many times where you could say we were great, we were fantastic, we put in a good shift. We're getting some sort of results, but some games are just not performing. What about Joelinton? He's getting no support, no service. 4 out of 10. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch today, and I can see the deluded Newcastle fans on Twitter, Facebook, or whatnot say he's shit, he's not good enough, because when Maximin had a bad performance, I think it was Aston Villa, maybe, or well, Norwich. We'll say Norwich, right? No one said Maximin. No one did. Joelinton has a bad performance, was late him. 4 out of 10 for Joelinton. Substitutes, let me have a look. We made 3 substitutes. The first one was, let's get into my brain, it was Isaac Hayden. Didn't really play much. Came on in but conceded 2 goals. I'm not saying it was Hayden's fault, but they're the facts. Isaac Hayden, 4. Matt Ritchie, I'm giving him a 3. There's a couple of times where he gets the ball and he tries to make everything about him sometimes, right? Has that shot from like 25 yards out, and I don't know why you're trying to shoot from there. I can understand that you got nothing on, but try and make something rather than just literally shooting where it's like literally impossible to score from. Ritchie 3. Final substitute was Fabian Schar. Yet again, conceded 2 goals. Not saying it was his fault, but conceded 2 goals. And the facts, 3 out of 10, because when he came on, we conceded 2 goals. That's the player ratings, lads. I think Super's got it completely wrong today with the second half performance and how we came out in the second half. It's never easy to concede 2 goals so early and then play the rest of the second half. But lads, that's my player ratings. Do you agree? Man of the match, St. Maximin. Do you agree with my ratings? Who would you say should have maybe got a higher rating, lower rating? Lads, I'll see you all in the next one. God knows what it will be, but horrible performance today.